The MCU is back in 2025 with a full slate of movies and TV shows. So today we're ranking those movies and TV shows from my least anticipated to my most anticipated. What is up, Film Geeks? My name is Trevor. Welcome back to the channel. The MCU has 9 projects coming out in 2025. Some look like a waste of time. Some look like they could be absolutely fantastic. That's what we're here to decide today. Which ones we're most excited for? Comment down below. Which one are you least and most excited for coming out in 2025? A bunch of TV shows, 3 movies. Let's rank them. Coming in dead last is Marvel Zombies. This is a version of What If off of a first season of What If episode. This seems like just an utter complete waste of time. It was very cool for a premise of one episode. Wow, we get Marvel Zombies. Do we need an entire show or season of TV for that? Absolutely not. At number 8 is Eyes of Wakanda. Only thing I know about this from the little sizzle reel we got the other day is that it is animated. I'm interested to see if we get a little bit more into the world of Wakanda, into a little bit more of the lore of Black Panther, into the lore of Vibranium. Other than that, does anyone know what the show is going to be about? All I know it's animated. It's called Eyes of Wakanda. Interested? Am I curious? Sure. At number 7 is SpiderMan Freshman Year. This one could really surprise me. Just from the little clip we got from the scissor reel, it looked like it could be kind of fun. It looked like it could have a cool animation style in there. It looked definitely like you're watching a comic book movie. But I'm almost tired of seeing other versions of Spider-Man at this point. I want to see Tom Holland back in the MCU. I love what they're doing with the Across the Spider-Verse and the Spider-Verse movies. But another version of Spider-Man, will you tell me we have 3 Spider-Mans on screen right now? I'm not too enthused about that, but nonetheless, just a little animation, a little clip we got. Looks like this movie could be a ton of fun. Like you're watching a comic book put on screen. Other than that, though, I don't need another Spider-Man version in my life. I want to see Spider-Man 4 in the MCU, and I want to see Beyond the Spider-Verse for the Spider-Verse movies. At number 6 is Ironheart. I would say from this point on to the rest of this list, I'm actually pretty excited for all these movies and TV shows. And Ironheart was a character from Riri Williams from Black Panther Wakanda Forever that I absolutely loved. I think she was my favorite part from that movie. I thought she was fantastic. I thought they could have utilized her even more. And the only reservation I have for this show as why it's not higher on this list is because of how many freaking reshoots it's had to go through. It's really been through production hell. I'm pretty sure this has been filmed since 2021. So that has me a little bit skeptical, a little bit worried here. Nonetheless, Ironheart was such a likable and lovable character. I'm hoping that this show actually surprises lots of us here. I'm not a big fan of the Disney Plus shows, to be honest with you. I think WandaVision was the best. I think Falcon and Winter Soldier was fine. I'm just not a big Disney Plus TV show guy. I think Ironheart could surprise me in there. I do love the character of Riri Williams, like I said. So I think it could be somewhat good, somewhat interesting. A little bit nervous for this one, though, because of just all the production hell it's kind of been through. At number 5 is Wonderman. I have no clue what the show is really going to be about. In the sizzle reel, you see Yahya Abdul-Mateen, who looks like he's an actor auditioning for the role of Wonderman. You have Trevor Salisbury, who is from Iron Man 3, who played the Mandarin, who's not real. He was also in Shang-Chi. And Yahya Abdul-Mateen looks like he's auditioning for the role of a character of Wonderman. And apparently he gets those superhero abilities and becomes actually Wonderman. Yahya Abdul-Mateen is the most underutilized actor in Hollywood. I will stand on that hill. If you've seen him in Candyman, if you've seen him in The Greatest Showman, if you've seen him in the Aquaman movies, this guy's for real. He's absolutely fantastic. And the fact that he's now in the MCU, that puts a big smile on my face because Yahya Abdul-Mateen can act his ass off. This one might go even higher. This one I'm probably the most interested and curious about because I absolutely know nothing about it. But a new hero introduced inside the MCU. Hopefully he gets utilized in the upcoming Avenger movies. At number 4, Captain America Brave New World. This one I'm interested in. It had a couple of reshoots, a couple of different name changes in there, but you have Harrison Ford playing Red Hulk, which could be awesome. You got Danny Ramirez coming in there as Falcon, and you got none other than Sam Wilson taking on his first ever Captain America movie. This comes out in February. It's the first MCU movie to come out in 2025, and I'm a little nervous for this one, but nonetheless, I'm also excited for this one. The Captain America movies is one of the best trilogies inside the MCU, so I'm very curious to see how this one kind of takes off the mantle and stands on its own. I'm really excited to see how Sam Wilson stands on his own 2 feet as Captain America. We got a little glimpse of it in Falcon and Winter Soldier, but you also have the name of the show is Falcon. You also had U.S. Agent in there. You also had a Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier in there. So the fact that Sam Wilson gets his own Captain America movie, he will never be Steve Rogers. I'm interested to see how this one does, how it stands on its own 2 feet, and how does Red Hulk fit into all this, and how is Sam Wilson going to fight Red Hulk? I'm looking forward to it all. At number 3 is Fantastic Four. I think this is the only movie we didn't get a clip for in the sizzle reel. And this one, I am, again, just interested and curious and a little skeptical because in my lifetime, there have been 3 live-action Fantastic Four movies. The 2 from the early 2000s, Fan4stick, and now this is going to be the 4th one. So what could we do differently this time? It's like a period piece taking place in the 1960s. You have a fantastic cast: Pedro Pascal, Joseph Quinn, Evan Moss Backrack, and Vanessa Kirby. And I'm interested to see who the villain's going to be throughout this one. I'm interested to see this star-studded cast and how well they play off each other. I'm really looking forward to seeing Joseph Quinn as the Human Torch. And I'm interested to see what they do with the 1960s time period. Is this going to be an introduction? Is it going to be an origin story for Fantastic Four like we've seen before? Or is it going to be they're already the Fantastic Four and we're hopping into a mission with them? I'm interested for it all. Pedro Pascal is Reed Richards. Only one I'm a little hesitant about. Nonetheless, I think this movie could easily be one of the best of the year or one of the most disappointing of 2025. At number 2 is Daredevil Born Again. I love the Daredevil show. I would say that's probably the best comic book TV show of all time. And how they ended off with season 3, you really want season 4. And coming into this one, it looks like it's going to be a continuation, basically the season 4 to the Netflix show that came out all so many years ago. And this one was going to be terrible in the beginning, just from hearing like how John Bernthal was like, this is awful, I'm not returning for this, how they couldn't get a lot of cast on board, and it seemed like it had too much Disney in it. And I believe they brought back the regular creators from the original Daredevil show, and they're bringing them all back, and it looks brutal. We got a lot of glimpses in a sizzle reel for this one, and John Bernthal came out and said that they changed it and they made it good. You got Vincent D'Onofrio back as Kingpin, and you got Charlie Cox back as Matt Murdock. I mean, the entire cast is back, so that's a hugely good sign. And also, I think Kingpin is just one of the most underrated villains ever. I think he's so fantastic in the MCU. Wasn't a big fan of how they treated him in Hawkeye, but in Daredevil, when he's on screen, dude, he is just terrifying. He's such a good villain. Vincent D'Onofrio is a fantastic actor, and the action, it looks dark, and it looks like it's going to be one of the more mature MCU projects, and that gets me the most excited. But at number 1 is the Thunderbolts. I'm interested to see how this group of villains all mesh together, and I loved U.S. Agent. I thought he was such a almost relatable character from Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I love Bucky Barnes. I'm interested in loving all these characters back on screen together, especially Red Guardian, Yelena. Just the whole cast is fantastic, and that first trailer that came out made this movie look like a ton of fun, and that's what I'm hoping to have with it. I'm hoping I'm having just a great old time, a smile on my face for a different change of pace of MCU movies, and this could be the MCU project that we really need right now, a project that's so different from anything else. I don't know how it's going to do at the box office, but nonetheless, I feel like this is like a standalone project of basically the MCU Suicide Squad, a team of villains teaming up together. I'm on board. I cannot wait for this one. It looks fun, it looks funny, it looks action freaking packed, and it's my most anticipated MCU project for 2025. What's your least and most anticipated MCU project from TV shows and movies for next year? Let's talk about it down below in the comment section. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Thank you guys for watching, being here, and supporting. Lots of content coming your way. I'm looking forward to all of it. I'll see you guys in the next one.